Whoa, what's going on? It's Image. Another episode of Venting Moments. This one we doing industry, entertainment, gossip. Told you we're gonna be doing a little bit of everything. I'm gonna be taking y'all all around the world, you feel me? But today I got like two stories for you for right now. I don't know if y'all familiar with Casanova two-time. He a New York rapper. He got picked up by the feds, indicted for like murder, firearms, racketeering, a bunch of stuff, man. And he could be facing life. And then on the second story, I got Herbo. He also get locked up, and he got some fraud shit going on out in Boston. I ain't seen neither one of the videos. I just got, heard a little stuff about it, and then we ready to dig into it together, yeah. And before we get into it, I want y'all to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so y'all can be on point with all the videos I drop for y'all, man. With no further ado, let's get into it.
Check it out now. Goddamn, boy. Now, let me tell you this, man. November and December is when the feds cash out all their big cases. I'm going to give you out a trend, okay? By the way, they watch niggas for years, and when they're ready to cash out, they cash out usually at the end of the year. I don't know if it got something to do with federal courts being closed, but that's how they usually come. I'll give you some example. 6ix9ine got locked up in November 18th, 2018, okay? Bobby Shmurda, December 14th, 2014. And also Casanova, who just got locked up, or not locked up, but he just got indicted. That happened in December as well. Now, here's another federal indictment coming down on a rapper. This time it's Gherbo. It's coming down in the Massachusetts court, and they're claiming my man Gherbo is a scammer, okay? Now, they're claiming that his lifestyle that you see on Instagram that supposedly was funded by rap, or that's what we thought. They're saying no. Him and his homies had stolen credit cards, buying a bunch of ish and flexing and living it up, and people thought it was rap money. Now, by the way, let me tell you this, man. It is pretty frequent, and I'm not speaking about Gherbo. I don't know about his situation, but it's frequent when rappers come from a certain environment. They keep certain individuals around them, and sometimes people, I don't want to call it money laundering, but you mix the dirty money with the clean, and hopefully just all look clean, okay? That's just how it goes. So what will happen is somebody getting drugs, he'll kind of spend some of his money like funding the studio time, this, that, and third, and you kind of mix it in. By the end of the day, it looks like niggas pay taxes, all that stuff is good. However, this is what the feds are saying about Gherbo, because I'm going to tell y'all off rip, I don't think this is Gherbo's fault. I think it's his man's fault. Now, according to the federal complaint, for years, Gherbo has been booking private flights with stolen credit cards. Now, he's not doing it directly, but his right-hand man is doing it, or like somebody close to him is doing it because he also gets on the flight. But he ain't the one calling a jet company saying, yo, let's book this with this fake credit card or stolen credit card. Now, if you're wondering how they tie Gherbo to it, they actually cite, like, I didn't know there was such a thing called designer puppies. There's such a thing, designer motherfucking puppies. Could a puppy be Louis Vuitton or Fendi? I don't know. Anyway, basically, Gherbo was getting two dogs. His man's trying to pay for it. His man's, again, obviously, you're not going to have a rapper do everything himself. They have a lot of people around him. His man say, yo, I'm paying for these two designer dogs. And the company basically said, yo, this credit card don't really look right. And whose card is this? They basically said, bro, stop asking all that question. Yo, I work with Gherbo. I'm doing it for him. And that's how it goes when you're working with someone as a star. You order stuff with a business card or whatever it is. Now, Gherbo supposedly messaged the guy or messaged the company to say, yo, that's my peoples, you can fuck with him. And apparently they have message from the person who was doing the fraud, like the guy they referred to him as Strong. They have message from him to Gherbo telling Gherbo to hit the people up and basically co-sign for him. Now, you could say Gherbo had no idea his man was doing this, or you could say Gherbo knew it, but maybe he didn't think he would ever get in trouble because he's not doing it directly. But when the feds hit you with a case, a lot of these are conspiracy cases, which you don't really have to do it. You just have to know about it and be complicit. So when you're getting all these jets, you're going into all these hotel rooms, you're buying all these cars or renting all these cars with stolen credit cards, and you're instructing your man like, yo, do it. Basically, that's just as bad as doing it yourself. Okay, so that's pretty much what they're saying. So Herbo's been hit with a count of conspiracy to commit wire fraud and 2 counts of aiding and abetting, aggravated identity theft, and other people got a lot of wire fraud charges as well. Now, we don't know if he's actually taken into custody, but it's crazy because Herbo was just named yesterday on the Forbes 30 on the 30 list, right? So come on, man, we thinking he doing good. Now the feds are dropping this case on his head. If you ask me, this may not be serious like the case Casanova got, but they're gonna look forward to try to put him in jail for a year or so. But if you know fraud cases, when they catch scammers, they usually try to give him at least 3. But who knows? Maybe he could skate on this by probation or something like that. I don't know how these type of cases are kind of dealt with in court. Also, I don't know if they're gonna try to lock him up and not give him bail. In a lot of Fed cases, we don't see people get bail. But this doesn't seem too major. There's no one, this is kind of considered white collar crime a bit, because once you start messing with money and you're not doing violent stuff, they consider it a different type of crime. However, they still prosecute it differently and also harshly. And especially they prosecute this harder than if you scammed in Wall Street or you did a Ponzi scheme.
Yeah, so we're gonna take a pause right there. But that was Herbo Akademiks was talking about. And basically he was saying brothers just getting caught up in credit card scams, buying fucking exotic designer puppies and stuff like that. I wonder what exotic designer puppies look like. I need me one. I ain't even got me a regular puppy yet. But yeah, he should be out on that shit. But technically, all that shit come from a nigga ain't think he was gonna get caught because he got so many people just to do this, do that, and you ain't never think shit gonna come back to you. But hopefully everything work out for bro. What y'all think? Cause shit, them rappers do make a nigga think they got hella fucking money, but shit, you gotta do shit like this too. Then evidently that money ain't how a nigga think. What's y'all opinion on it? You know what I'm saying? You think he gonna get off? You think he gonna do time? How y'all feel about it? Leave a comment down below. But we're gonna get back into this and now see what Casanova got going on. You get what I'm saying?
Check it out now. God damn it, man. The feds, the FBI is looking for New York rapper Casanova, and they're literally telling him, fuck boy, don't run. Now, truth be told, man, Cas my guy. I'm gonna be honest with you, all right? And despite our previous issues, me and him, we squashed our issues. I appeared in a music video of his. Also, I went to dinner with him and his family. He seems like he's a great guy and a family guy, okay? Of course, he's going to put on a macho image. Listen, you know what sells in music. However, Casanova is associated with some people and also is a part of a gang that just got caught up in a RICO charge. Now, some of y'all know what a RICO charge is. 6ix9ine got locked up with that, okay? Basically, it's the way how they could get rid of gangs in New York, meaning you don't got to be doing everything the gang is doing, but if you claim in the gang and somebody else in the gang did some shit, you guilty too, okay? That's exactly what they're accusing Casanova of, okay? Now, they're saying that the untouchable Guerrilla Stone Nation, they did a bunch of crimes from drug trafficking all the way up to murdering a teen. Now, when you look at it, they only basically say that Casanova, in terms of what he did, they're saying that, he used to be selling crack or some shit like crack cocaine or some shit like that. But in reality, they're saying that the gang has been doing many other things within the state of New York and outside of the state of New York that basically show that they have no regard for the law, okay? They're not really even saying that Cass was funding it, but they're saying he was a part of it, and when you're a part of it, you're a part of the conspiracy. So he is actually charged with 3 counts of conspiracy to commit racketeering, conspiracy to distribute controlled substances, and possession of a firearm in furtherance of a drug trafficking crime. All right? The problem with Casanova getting this charge is this. Number one is the feds. They have a 97% conviction rate, which means they ain't really got time to be gambling. They're going to win. Most of these things are done by plea bargains anyway. Also, Fed time's a lot longer and a lot more stringent than state time. You got to serve a certain percentage, and they don't be giving no time off for no good behavior in certain circumstances. Also, we will see when if you don't know about Casanova, I won't say brag, but he shows people that he's been in jail on numerous occasions and he has a lengthy rap sheet. Well, that rap sheet's about to come back and haunt him because in sentencing, they're going to look at the rap sheet and say, boy, you, Mr. Can't Get Right. You have had many chances to get right, and now you're in something else. So when it would be a first offender getting the minimum or the mandatory minimum, they might be looking to give him a more lengthy sentence. Again, they have not even locked him up yet. They're saying kind of he's on the run. I'm hoping he's in the studio kind of making some albums, trying to spend some time with his family, even though I could imagine the FBI has all that surrounded because they're trying to take him into custody. I hope he gets a good lawyer. But when you hear about RICO cases, I'm going to give you out a harsh reality. This is usually about 10 plus years, okay? Casanova is like, I think he's 30-something if I'm not mistaken, which means ain't no way if he goes down for this, he's coming back before 40. And it could be a case where he's back at 45. His music career wasn't that big already, so will people still care if he gets locked up and goes away for 5 or 10? Will they care then? This might be the most people have ever cared about Casanova, period, other than when he was going back and forth with 6ix9ine. Again, someone who I think, the imagery of him has shown a lot of, gang stuff or recklessness or, a lot of macho, I'm a thug, that type of stuff. I've met him, and honestly, when I met him, like, truth be told, and I've been around him a few times, he's not that bad of a guy. Again, I think it's a lot of his past catching up with him. The feds don't care if you change your life once you got famous and once you got to do it the legal way, and that's the messed up thing about the system. You don't get no brownie points for doing it right once you actually got a legit hustle. They're still going to penalize you for the times that you were doing it wrong, okay? And most of these things, they're saying stem from pre-Casanova getting famous, but it looks like he's going to have to pay for that crime. The police are looking for him, but I don't know where nobody at. And truth be told, I'm just hoping he uses the time until he's taken into custody, unless he's halfway on the way to Guatemala by now. I hope he uses his time to, not only reflect, but also, hey, put out some music, but like make some shit that, your family's going to be out here, in a bad, fucked up position because the breadwinner is going to jail. You want to make sure you do whatever you can to make sure they will be fine. And even if that means preparing some music or preparing some situations that they could be okay with. Okay, we'll follow this case, figure out what's going on. But what do y'all guys think about this, man? What do you think about Cass getting caught up in this RICO charge? If you ask me, Cass knew this was coming years ago. I think that's the reason why he, quote-unquote, squashed the beef with 6ix9ine. I think that's the reason why, he kind of, like, let a lot of stuff go. Like, remember when Pop Smoke called him out? He could have acted a certain way. He chilled out, and I think he knew he was under the microscope. I think maybe he thought he was in the clear, especially recently, given some of his social media posts about, hey, where he came from and where he's at now and where he was going. Again, prayers goes out to him and his family, and we'll continue to watch this.
Yeah, that part right there, that was Casanova. He seemed like he got way more stuff going on than Herbo. You know what I'm saying? It just seemed like they building us up to take us out for real. It seemed like, damn, I know if you did things in the past, shit catch up with you, but it just seemed like, boy, the minute niggas try to do right, it's always that shit that come back and get our ass and bite us every fucking time. And that's crazy, man. I just be wanting to see people win out here, man. I be hating to see people get locked up, especially people that been through the struggle and stuff like that, and they succeed now. I want them to keep succeeding, you feel me? But anyway, what y'all think about that, man? That was Herbo and Casanova 2 times. Both of them got fed cases. Drop y'all comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and tell your friends about it, man. It's Image, Venting Moments. I got plenty more videos coming y'all way, man. Y'all go ahead. We're going to start doing a live stream soon, so y'all start feeding them with me, man. We're going to get this shit, you know what I'm saying? We're going to make it through. Image.